Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Bros Park. Today we have another installment of Weekly Recap, specifically Kaiju number 8. I believe this is episode, I think they list on Crunchyroll as 15, but this would be episode 3 for season 2. And as always, I will be one of your hosts, Colin, and I am always joined by the other host.
Yours truly, Jeff. How's everybody doing today? We may as well just get into it. We're like continuing off last episode where actually it did show like a little brief glimpse at the end of episode 2 where it's like, hey, Kaiju 8, I'm gonna take your powers now. Right about to do his invisible finger bang.
Yep.
And we see Shinomiya save the day, you know, like cut him in half and then goes by Kafka's side.
Yeah, we only really get to see the two fights with the two Kaiju number 9s in this episode. And, you know, we start off with the Shinomiya side. Basically, they figure out, seemingly, that Kaiju number 9 is jamming Kaiju number 8, or Kafka's transformation into Kaiju number 8. So they kind of devise this plan with Shinomiya after they dodge some invisible bullets and all these good things that she's gonna basically tear Kaiju number 9 apart. And while he's repairing himself, Kaiju number 8, Kafka, you transform because the jamming will be done.
Yeah, like he'll get distracted enough for Kafka to transform and everything. So Shinomiya is doing her like, you know, Shinomiya things. It's pretty cool because like there's that one point where, like, you know, she's got the axe around him and she does like, you know, her like squadron style like number 6 or something.
Yeah,
I forgot what it was called.
I forget the exact name. They pull out these random names sometimes. I have no fucking clue what any of them are.
It is literally Demon Slayer. That's what they say. They're like Himokagari style number 4.
Yeah, or the breathing styles and all this shit. And it's like, okay, great, fantastic.
Yeah, so we all they have specific moves and you know, specific names for those moves and everything. So it's pretty cool and everything. And then like at one point she's like standing on like number 9 and she's right about to like deal with like another blow. But then it like the ant's head like expands so she loses her footing, right?
Yeah.
And Kafka's like, oh no, runs up, kicks the ant with his leg, like just kicks it, right? Yeah. And then like after he kicks it, he like falls down and we see him on the ground like bloody.
Yeah.
And his legs like absolutely busted up, the one that kicked the ant.
Yeah, he used his 1% fucking normal power bullshit and snapped his own leg. That was crazy, dude. Like, I can't imagine putting that much force in that your calf like snaps in half. Like, oh, okay. It saved Shinomiya though. It you know, threw Kaiju number 9 off balance, and Shinomiya then basically cuts up Kaiju number 9 and the ant and yells back to Kafka saying like, now this is your time. It's go
time.
Yeah, so he does use his powers and he does end up fixing his leg in that moment and goes for a full transformation, and unfortunately he gets the Rudius ED problem where he figures out it's not being jammed, it's his own confidence. He doesn't believe in himself.
Yeah, this time we see like a more fuller transformation because he's ready to go. He's like, you know, Shinomiya like created this opportunity, let's fucking go. And as soon as he's right about to complete it, like, you know, he's like 99% of the way there, he gets like a little like, you know, in his inner self he sees that giant like kaiju thing that like gave him the powers and like eating him too, right? And then he gets like a flashback of him like punching a hole in Shinomiya and like all of his comrades dead because of him. So he's freaking out, man.
I will specify, not a flashback. He never actually did that. It's just a hallucination.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because, yeah, he punched a hole in Shinomiya. There's like Captain Mina there, and then, you know, Reno, like all those guys. And the weirdest part of that scene for me was that the kaiju that's inside of him has normal like human hands. I don't know if you noticed that, but like the hands came on the side of the screen and they were like normal human hands, and I was like,
oh geez,
I don't like that. That's creepy. It gives me some fucking uncanny valley bullshit. But anyways, we get the flash and we kind of realize that, hey, this was him not believing in himself that he could control his power. He thought that he was going to end up killing all of his friends and family and all this shit, which is why he couldn't transform.
Yeah, kind of like what is to be expected from the, like, I kind of expected it, to be honest. I was like, ain't no way number 9's got this jamming ability.
No.
So then, like, everyone's like freaking out, like, oh, we can't transform, what's going on? And then Shinomiya, like, she gets shot at, her axe gets broken. I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah, I didn't expect that, dude. Yeah. Like, that was crazy.
She also gets shot too, like in the abdomen, but she's still like going hard and everything. And then Kafka, I don't know what happened, but he just gets fucking dogged on. He gets like freaking Scarfaced.
Yeah, he took a few to the chest and he went flying. He lost so much blood when he like scraped across the ground there. That was an insane amount.
They animated rolling him like a lot longer than I expected.
Yeah, and he's got the one bloody eye now, and Shinomiya is basically hears that Kafka says, oh, it's because I don't believe in myself. I don't want to kill my friends, whatever else, blah, blah. And Shinomiya hits him with a, well, you think your friends are such losers that, like, we would die to you? And he's like, oh, shit, I forgot. These guys are so super cool and shit. Like, there's no way they'd die to a loser like me.
Don't underestimate us. I'll protect you. And then, like, we get, like, a flashback of Shinomiya as well. Of her when she's a kid.
Yeah, and why she wants to be the strongest.
Yeah, because her mom was like the captain of Division 2, and she was known as the Valkyrie, and she actually looked pretty badass.
That's like the sickest name we've gotten so far. So, yeah, the Valkyrie was the captain of Division 2, Shinomiya's mom, and I don't know how her mom and her dad were together. That's the one baffling part for me.
Yeah. She got this giant polearm. She comes home too, and she's like, oh, Shinomiya carrying her and everything. Like her dad is just like watching. He's like, hey, don't call your mom to do that. She's tired. In that whole flashback, I never seen that guy smile once. Yeah,
and then it seemed like, okay, obviously he's there and he's like attending the family stuff and whatever it is, and then it turns out that there's a surprise kaiju attack with like multiple kaiju, and lo and behold, obviously that's where Shinomiya's mom died, but she died defending. And the whole point of that was basically to say that Kikuru said, hey, I'm gonna help you on the battlefield, I'll be there to save you. And the mom was like, yes, I'll be there to save you too. And then she's feels bad because she wasn't there to save her mom. Obviously she was a child at this point and she couldn't, but this is her drive to be the strongest because she doesn't want to lose anybody anymore. And all I could think of was Neon Genesis, because I was like, is this another thing where the father can't look at the child because the child reminds them too much of their mother? And
maybe. Yeah, like they were at the funeral and like Kikuru was like crying, right? And then she looks at her dad. Her dad's like, like staring intently, probably focusing not to cry and everything. And I think like that's when it clicked for Kikuru. She's like, I gotta be more like my dad now, like I gotta be stone faced, determined, like kill all the fucking kaijus now.
Yeah, so that's kind of her drive, and I'm glad that we saw that, and I'm glad we didn't get the explicit Neon Genesis line, but that's fine. We'll probably get it later. So with all that being said, Kaiju 8, Kafka finally doesn't believe in himself, but he finally has the courage to believe in his friends and hits a full transformation. Now, before we finish with the full transformation, while this is all happening, we have Captain of the First Division, Narumi, over fighting his Kaiju number 9, and he's hearing all this through the comms saying like Kaiju 8 can't transform, all these things, and he's like, well, I guess I should finish up here because not leaving a rookie to do my job over there.
Yeah. So and then we basically see him engaging with number 9, and then he's like, it's fucking go time. So he's like, I'm gonna start getting into it. So he actually amps up. We've seen like 40%. What does Mina do? She does like 60% or something.
No, I think she's up in the 90s. I think.
90s.
Yeah.
But yeah. But then we see him going 98%. I'm like, holy shit, bro! Like the freaking like air is shaking around him.
Yeah, we get his weapon as well. We think it's just a sword, but he hits us with the Monster Hunter. It's a gun blade.
Yeah. When Kaiju 9's like, you know what, like this sword can cut and burn at the same time. I gotta keep my distance. Keeps his distance. Hole appears in him. He's like, oh, what the fuck? And then we just see Narumi shooting him with the gun, like with his sword.
Yeah, he just starts popping shots at the top of the hilt, and we're like, what the fuck is this? And it's like, okay, great. It's now a gun blade. Cool, fantastic. But Kaiju number 9 says, I have already learned the patterns. I already know how to fight. I'm going to fight in this mid-range where I can Kirito style see the bullet lines and dodge them, as well as dodge the blade. But obviously we can't have the captain of the first division go down like a bitch. So he says, well, it's nice that happened for you, Kaiju number 9. I'm gonna level up again with my other fucking weapon, which happens to be his goddamn eyes.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like the captain commander was like explaining, like he's got Kaiju number 1's retinas
infused into his own fucking eyes. Like, what is happening here?
Yeah, so that kind of gives context as why his eyes are like that. I kind of like that. They're not just like some weird design. They're actually kaiju eyes.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. And we're still waiting on why, I forget his name, the guy with the red hair has spiked teeth. I like like we haven't figured that out. I thought it was just gonna be one of those things where it was just a thing. It was like, okay, great.
I guess maybe.
But
yeah,
no.
but then they explained like the reason why Kaiju number 1 was so strong is because like it can detect like when someone's right about to move. So it's kind of like Ultra Instinct when you really think about it.
Yeah, it's the whole fuck, dude. It's
I can move. I know when you're gonna move, so I'm gonna move before you move, type of thing.
Is
it's like
this
seeing the future?
Is this just in every anime now? Because it's fucking Ultra Instincts, it's Sakamoto Days, it's fucking Mushoku Tensei, it's now this. Like, it's picking up the brain signals to the body to move prior the brain registering that it's going to move.
Yeah. Like, there's no need to explain it. We all know what it is.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
And it like they kind of show like a flashback of Kaiju number 1 with those eyes like all on him. I'm like, how the hell did you guys beat Kaiju number 1 then if it can like see the future?
Yeah, I guess like it was still large enough to get taken down. I don't know. It said that it can't be dodged.
I think they like overwhelmed it to the point where like, oh shit, even though I can see everything, well, I see that I'm cooked.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's an unavoidable attack, right? Like, so
yeah,
I don't know. But we got that. He fucking plugs his retinas in and says, I can see the future. And at that point, it's a done deal. It's just, Kaiju number 9 doesn't understand what's happening. And he's like, oh, he's faster now. But then it clicks to him, oh, he's not faster. He's just shooting where I will be rather than where I am.
Yeah. And then he finishes off with like his own like squadron style.
Yeah.
Just eviscerates number 9 basically.
Yeah, so number 9 goes down, and at that point, Narumi runs off and he says, hey, I'll be there shortly, like fucking just survive type vibe. But
yeah, did you like the animation for that? I think the animation went sicko mode there.
With the fight between Narumi and Kaiju 9? Yeah, I like the fight. I think that, I don't know, I'm still iffy about the ants, because sometimes the ants don't look fantastic.
They look very anti,
They look very like 2D, or sorry, not 2D, 3D, like CG.
Yeah.
And like, that's not my favorite, but I get it. And that's not the focus anyways. They're just kind of like a car basically to the Kaiju number 9, which whatever. So I like the animation. I think it could step up a level or two.
I think the animation stepped up when we see Kafka's full transformation where it cut back to him.
Sure, yeah.
Where, like it also feels like from number 9's point of view that like he got stronger. Like it wasn't explicitly said, but I think Kaiju number 9, Kaiju number 8 is a lot stronger now. Now that like he no longer has his ED problem, which thankfully like it only took an episode for him to get over it. Like if this like got dragged on for the rest of the season, I would have been like, bruh.
Yeah, I agree. It would have been annoying. We're not here for Kafka to be normal Kafka, but
yeah,
we're back now to the Shinomiya Kafka fight, and he fully transforms, and in response, Kaiju number 9 basically raises all the dead kaijus around, and Shinomiya no longer has her axe, all this shit. So
she got holes in her body.
Yeah, Kafka's like, hey, can you handle the little ones? And Shinomiya was like, oh, you're fucking taking the big one from me, huh? All right, well, fucking.
Hey, you weren't gonna beat him anyways. Come on.
Yeah,
come on.
I know. I get it.
Let's be real.
But she does hit him with the fucking, if you die, I'll fucking kill you myself.
Yeah.
All right, sick. And then it's 30 seconds of Kaiju number 8 going to fucking town, and that's it. It's him saying, oh, now that this kaiju's been in my body for so long, I know how to move my body even better. He's like using his thruster jets and shit all the time in his feet.
Yeah, I think that's so cool because like he got immobilized and like he's right about to get dogged on, but then like he used the thruster jets and like appeared right behind Kaiju number 9. He's like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then continues to dodge, try to stay out of the range, but obviously Kaiju number 9 is like rooted into the ground, so he's like using things up through the ground to try to restrain him. But Kafka's got feet jets now. He's fucking up in the air, and he comes down with a goddamn Superman punch.
Yep.
That let's just be honest here, flattens the ever-loving fuck out of Kaiju number 9.
Yeah, it creates a goddamn crater and everything.
Yeah, like, and Shinomiya all the way back to where she is feels like the shockwave from the blast, and Kaiju number 9 is just, he's not dead. Let's be honest, he's not dead.
Yeah, we still have plenty of like screen time of number 9 still. Like if you can clone yourself, no way, like, or like split himself into multiple like numbers. This guy's probably got like hundreds of thousands of himself.
Yeah, I assume this was a free run like mage exam where the guy's still in his hometown,
Yeah, I think the person at like high command like said it perfectly. He's like a virus.
Yeah
Like, he's constantly adapting, constantly like mutating and growing and splitting up too, right? So like no way this guy's ever gonna be done.
Yeah, he's not. And you know what, that really takes us to the end of the episode. The only thing that I want to think about is like, what type of fucking weapon are they gonna get out of Kaiju 9? Like,
oh, true,
right? Because they have this fucking like installed retinas. We have all these other like melee weapons and shit. Are we gonna get invisible finger guns? Like,
maybe it's probably gonna be more projectile based because that's how he fights, right?
Yeah, or maybe it gives you the power to control, like the mind controlled power of his.
Oh shit, I think that would be too hard to like work with,
We have fucking Ultra Instinct, like on everything, dude. Like,
yeah,
I'm sure
yeah,
mind control can work. Anyways, I'm getting tired of Ultra Instinct. That's my take on it. Fucking hate me if you want, but that's my take on it.
Yeah, we need a better like power system than Ultra Instinct at this point. But still, pretty cool that like Narumi is his gun blade like a kaiju as well?
Yes, it is his. I think his gun blade is from Kaiju number 4.
Yes, this guy's got 2 kaiju weapons on him. Dude,
yes,
this guy's like, no wonder he's the strongest goddamn soldier.
Yeah, I think maybe he's like the only one that's undergone a fucking surgery to implant kaiju pieces into himself. But
yeah, I wonder like how that discussion came about. Like, hey, we're gonna put these eyes in you.
Yeah, who wants it?
Yeah.
And he's like, me, I got it. As long as I'm cool on social media. I fucking,
exactly, man.
God damn, what a degen. Anyways, that's Kaiju number 8, episode 3, season 2. Thank you all for tuning in and watching along. Let us know what you thought. Drop a comment and a like down below. Please check out all the other series we have been keeping up with almost every single day. The podcast series, everything. Until next time, hope you all have a fantastic time, and we'll catch you later. Peace.
Peace, guys.